What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Juice Movie Live back with another reaction video. Today, we got here's what winning the 2023 championship would mean for every contender. Let's get it, man.
2023 NBA playoffs are right ahead of us.
Yes,
and
sir.
If there's one thing that we can all agree on, it's that this season has been absolutely crazy. I mean, just look at where we are today.
Insane.
The debate for the top two teams in the league are in the East, and so is the MVP. While in the West, 4.5 games is what separates the 5th seed from being out of even the play-in tournament. Gone are the days where the NBA world was just waiting for the inevitable showdown between the Cavaliers and the Warriors. And you know what?
6 strong years, man.
The competition has never been greater, and today we'll take a look at just what winning the 2023 championship means for each contender this season. I'm going to go based on today's standings, and I'll start off with the East. You see this? It's not exactly solid, but there's a faded asterisk next to it.
There's a big asterisk next to that. He played against nobody and had to hurt someone to beat a team barely.
Milwaukee Bucks 2021 championship.
But we say that about everybody's ring, so obviously I don't care.
Scary. Had James Harden not gone down with a grade 2 hamstring injury, and had Kyrie not landed on Giannis's foot and gone out with an ankle injury, and had Kevin Durant's shoe size been just one size smaller, the Bucks would not have won that second round series. That was the perfect storm that derailed the Brooklyn Nets.
Start being honest with each other, man.
Giannis and the Bucks eventually went on to win the championship.
The Suns just suck. They 100% won it from the Suns. The Suns are trash. They killed the Suns. No, there's no asterisk with that.
So, like I said, it's
blew a
2-0
lead,
but an asterisk nonetheless. If Giannis and the Bucks,
but when people win rings, I don't really care about all that either. But that shit can go forever. People hurt. That can go forever. So it's just like the nigga won. Who cares? He won.
Another chip this
you feel me?
Season, this would solidify.
But I can't lie. That one ring made y'all, bro. That one ring made this nigga a top 5 all-time, greatest big of all time instantly, greatest power forward of all. That one ring did so much for one player I've never seen before.
And perhaps the start of a dynasty. The Celtics are next. And for the ones wearing green, a championship this season would erase all the demons that haunt Tatum and Brown from the 2022 finals, where they lost to the Golden State Warriors. But more than anything individual, it would mean that the Boston Celtics have once again become the league leader in championships. They're tied right now with the Lakers at 17 apiece, but if they win it this year, that'd put them at 18.
Look at the dominance. Trash old school team. That just showed how trash every other old school team was, just losing to the same team over and over.
Lakers can catch back up. Next up are Joel Embiid and the 76ers. It seems that Embiid is finally going to win an MVP this season, knock on wood. So if the 76ers win, then Joel is going to literally knock down 2 birds with 1 stone.
All the narratives will go away with Joel Embiid not being able to be a playoff player if he wins a ring.
In one season. I mean, an MVP, a championship, and a finals MVP? Sheesh. Anyway, James Harden
finally won his ring.
That award that he so very wants, and he'll also narrowly escape that group that nobody wants to be a part of. I'm talking about the group called the greatest NBA players who never won a ring. As for Philly as a city, well, the process will finally be complete, and here's the other narrative. It just so happens that the season after they let go of Ben Simmons is the season that they win it all. Sheesh, guys. That's another horrible news for Ben Simmons that'll drive down his stock even further.
Bro, don't deserve a first name.
Anyway, in the East, there are 2 other teams that may have a puncher's chance. And when I say puncher's chance, I mean that the 3 teams just mentioned literally have to slip on a banana peel. These 2 teams are the Cavaliers and the Heat. For the Cavaliers, this would mean Donovan Mitchell has officially moved from just being a borderline superstar to being a legit superstar who can win when it counts the most.
Mitchell like that.
The city of Cleveland. To win 2 NBA championships in the span of 8 years after a 52-year drought? That's huge, guys. And it might just cause LeBron to take his talents back home again. Nah, I'm kidding. Now, anyway, for the Miami Heat, just like the Cavaliers, it'd be the first time they won a championship since the LeBron James era. More importantly, though, Jimmy Butler would finally get his flowers in full.
Every team that LeBron played for, if they win again, will be the last ring since LeBron.
Most underrated superstar by a mile, and it's literally not even close. Anyway, it's now time to move on to the Western Conference. The #1 seed in the West currently belongs to the Denver Nuggets.
The narratives that
Nikola
Jokic can't win will go away.
Honestly, I don't think he really cares too much about MVPs anymore. He already has 2, and the last time he got one, he got swept in the first round. For Jokic, winning this championship would finally validate everything about him.
If this dude win a ring once again with Giannis, y'all gonna just say he just like the greatest of all time
based on his recent results. I mean, last season he was gentleman's.
Whoever wins to this year's ring will immediately have so much boosted on them. If there's no Mickey injuries or anything, if it's just everybody playing, every star plays for the team they play for, every team, not a lot of injuries, not a lot of people getting ejected in a game that they, anything, then they're going to put this ring up so high because the league is talented, and it's so every team is like has a not a chance. Every team has a chance in a way. Every team got a fucking top 5. Every team is boom boom boom. So they're gonna be like, bro, they have to play against the Warriors. Whoever wins this ring, you got a lot of
Warriors.
It's a lot coming with.
Before he was swept by the Suns. Well, winning a chip would erase all of that, and there'd be nothing that nobody could say about his game if he were to win it all this year. Then it's even bigger for the organization. Did y'all know that the Denver Nuggets have never won a championship? Heck, they've never even reached the finals once since their inception into the NBA, which took place back in 1976.
I think AI would have did it, but
anyway, next up we got the Memphis
Grizzlies. They win a ring.
Jeez,
very young team. They're gonna get a lot of. Damn, I don't know what is the Grizzlies winning.
Grizzlies somehow win the
they're
championship
gonna talk
this year.
Boy,
then Dylan Dynasty Brooks is gonna have a ton of bragging rights.
Boy,
and he'll sadly turn from a meme into something more legit. In
Facts.
addition, I'll also have to delete this video here and issue an apology to Ja Morant. But anyway, if the Grizzlies win it all this season, that'll literally be crazy. I mean, after everything they went through with Ja Morant and his social media antics, with Dylan
Big
Brooks
man
being
getting
the most
hurt,
hated player in the league, and you know what? If they win the championship this season, Kyrie Irving might even accept Dylan Brooks' jersey next time they meet. But come on, guys. We all know the Grizzlies ain't winning anything this season. And with that being said, the Sacramento Kings are up next. If the Kings win the championship this season, then I'll be completely baffled. I mean, the narrative with this one will be like a Cinderella story.
Facts.
Because look, if the Kings win it all this season, they would have ended a 16-year playoff drought with a Larry O'Brien trophy. How insane is that? Then, to add on to this narrative, aside from this season, neither of their 2 superstar players have ever been all-stars before in their careers. Then, to even further add on to this, De'Aaron Fox has been known as an inefficient volume scorer his whole career, while Domantas Sabonis was a center that nobody really wanted.
Hold on. First of all, y'all have been playing on D Fox top. Nigga been like that. Y'all just make up narratives. Y'all just throw narratives around. And no one wanted Sabonis. Boy, stop it. On the Pacers, that nigga was a dog. He was a dog before. Stop it.
Literally so many narratives with this Kings team if they were to win the 2023 NBA Finals. And also, would it raise a question about what the real success of Golden State was? Nah, probably not. But it'd be a slight talking point for maybe a week. Anyway, after the Kings,
if the Suns win, no one can say KD. They can't say nothing else about KD. KD will be above. He already is above Jordan in my eye. He will be above Jordan in y'all eyes in greatest of all time. He'll be top 2 greatest of all time. It'll be him and LeBron battling out. Who will be if KD wins? What would it be his? How much did he 2 and go to State? Did he win 2 and go to State? I think he won 2 back to back. I think does KD got two? He got 2 rings. If he wins, he'll have 3 rings. He will be 2nd greatest of all time. It will be him and LeBron battling out who will be the greatest at the end of their career.
I know CP3
because that's the only player I see other than Curry close to LeBron all time.
The greatest NBA players who never won a ring. And I know the city of Phoenix has never won an NBA championship before, but
this year,
I think the biggest storyline of a championship for the Suns is that Kevin Durant would have finally won a ring without the Warriors.
All you gotta do is bring KD to your industry, and that's a free ring. Unless he gets hurt.
Charles Barkley will finally have nothing bad to say about him. Then
it's Charles Barkley.
This next part is big. If Kevin Durant wins a 3rd ring, there would likely be a shuffle of the top 10 greatest players in NBA history. I mean, on many people's list, he's number 11, but with 3 chips and 3 finals,
he's above all these people anyways,
bro. There's a serious argument for him to break into the top 10.
He's above. Y'all just
anyway,
be. I don't even say y'all
about serious. If that time comes.
He's winning a ring this year, unless someone gets hurt. Knock on wood.
Golden State Warriors. Honestly, as an organization, they really have nothing else to prove. In the last 8 years, they've won.
If the Warriors win a ring this year, bro, it's just gonna be like this. They already are the greatest team of all time. They might be like I don't know what they could like. What could they do with that ring? They could just like give it to someone or something.
It's just legacy here for them. But
facts.
Let's say they win another championship, and let's say Steph Curry wins another Finals MVP. Well, they already have the third most championships in league history, so they wouldn't really leap anybody there. But if Steph wins another ring, there's going to be some interesting talks. He'll probably be the undisputed greatest point guard of all time. Then when it comes to the
he already is that shit, bro.
Would this put him above Kobe or Tim Duncan?
Put him above. Nigga, he'd be above Jordan and fucking LeBron.
If he wins his fifth,
what are y'all talking about?
Could there possibly be talks of him potentially catching up to Jordan and becoming the undisputed GOAT? If he
bro, y'all funny. Y'all don't even know y'all keep throwing that nigga name in the mentions.
I mean, 7 rings beat 6, and man, that would be an insane conversation if that
Jordan, bro. LeBron already above Jordan.
Anyway,
Stop even putting that
after
nigga
the
name out there.
Warriors, we got the Clippers. If the Los Angeles Clippers were to win a championship, then their curse would finally be broken.
Same with
and their
PG.
nicknames as the ones who live in the basement of the Staples Center would also be lifted. Also, Paul George could finally truly call himself Playoff P, and Russell Westbrook would, well, he'd laugh at the Lakers. And speaking of the Lakers, they're up next. Just like the situation the Celtics find themselves in, if the Lakers were to win championship number 18,
what they gonna say then?
They'd be the most successful NBA team in the history of the league. But more than that, if LeBron were to win his 5th ring and 5th Finals MVP, would he finally have caught up to Jordan? I mean,
I don't like how this nigga keeps saying, hold on. He keep on acting like Jordan to go. I don't like that,
Jordan
bro.
Would still have one more ring.
I genuinely don't understand that.
Leading scorer in NBA history, so that has to count for some points, right?
Like y'all just be dick riding, bro.
If LeBron were to win it all again this year, there'd be some serious GOAT debates during the offseason.
I promise you it wouldn't.
And that'll probably be
he could win the ring, Finals MVP, and MVP. He'd still, anyway, y'all, bro. There's no way that someone could get above Jordan. Y'all dick rider eyes.
Pelicans, and that's if Zion Williamson gets healthy and returns to the court.
He don't want to play basketball.
If y'all remember, when he was playing this season, they were at one point the #1 team in the West. But anyway,
he don't want to play basketball.
If the Pelicans were to win the chip this season, while there would probably be a huge Mardi Gras type party in New Orleans, it would really be anticlimactic for the rest of the league. Like, this would be something that nobody saw coming, and I'd be really dumbfounded all summer long. It's not that I particularly dislike or hate the Pelicans.
They're definitely good at basketball, but
I think they're an exciting team to watch, and they're well coached. It's just so anticlimactic that my world would turn black and white, and I'd probably feel
if he comes back, they can do a little something for real. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. I think LeBron can win another ring, and y'all still like make up another narrative. It's nothing anyone can do possibly to ever be over Jordan, and some of you dick riders' eyes. So that's out of the way. If Giannis wins a ring, he'll be the greatest of all time in y'all eyes. Same with Jokic. KD win a ring, y'all can't say he needs anyone else. If Curry wins a ring, he's the GOAT. But if y'all like the video, like, comment, subscribe, check everything down below. Till next time, we out.